we're gonna see what happens. Shay, I think it says recording.
Half battery.
It's recording now? Okay.
I've been kind of working on this though.
Okay.
Does it look better?
Wait, how you'd look if you had this for an eye. Hold still. Dude, that'd be sick.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of eyes, I've been doing this a lot lately when John's yapping.
Yeah, you do this like yapping. Yeah.
Or like he'll be like talking to a customer and the customer and I make eye contact and then
You should get a John sock puppet.
No,
we should make one.
This morning I got the idea. What if I got little googly eyes tattooed on my fingers?
But then it wouldn't be googly.
They wouldn't Google. That's right.
What if you got magnets under your skin and then you could stick them right to your hand?
Or just use super glue.
What? That'd be cool if you had magnets on your fingers. All right, we're getting too far.
annoying.
Okay, that's true.
We're trying to do the exhaust in my fingers.
Picking up bolts and stuff. All right.
Picking up metal shavings.
So we have a customer's bike. What's her name? Serena. Looks like Navi. She's got a few screw swap shop things. She's got
that thing.
license plate mount here. She did a variator too, right?
Variator,
I think
maybe clutch.
that's with your variator, clutch.
Yeah.
She's got her
soon to be exhaust.
blinker block offs there, LED kit.
We're gonna fix the throttle for it too.
Okay. Okay. So the deal was Paul was so kind enough to offer to install his pipe for free, to bring it in, and then we can make a video for you guys. And yeah, so she's a stock pipe now. Maybe we fire it up, do a little sound test comparison.
Yeah.
Are we ready? Okay. All right, start this thing. Do a little sound check here. The one thing that bothers me about the Navi is how this here. It's like you can fit a whole other tire.
So they actually made it this way, so you can service the wheel without pulling the exhaust off.
I mean, it does make sense. Twerk. It's got twerk. All right.
I don't know what's going on there.
So we're gonna show you what tools you need.
Yeah.
Go ahead and kill it. Shut it off.
For this, you need a 10mm socket and ratchet with extension.
Okay.
You could probably get a wrench in there too. This seemed the easiest way.
Wrench is a pain.
And you also need a 14 socket and ratchet. Extension's kind of optional. It makes it a lot easier though.
Okay. So Paul's gonna start on this guy. Your
Just lead the way.
your header, your flange. Let me get a flashlight here.
There's this one.
Oh, thanks for. Oh, nice light.
I know. It's actually really handy.
Let's see. Let me get
So you get on the first exhaust nut, and you just twist in a twisting motion. Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Also, something we're gonna do another video, guys. There's a lot of people talking on the Facebook groups to say that Amazon GeoSix pipes fit. They will technically bolt onto the bike, but they're gonna break.
They hit this too.
Yeah, and I'll kind of explain why. We'll order one, put one on, and show you in the next video. But you're gonna spend 60 to 100 bucks on a pipe that's gonna break.
It's one nut.
If you cut, fabricate, modify, you can make it fit, but it's just
Then the labor time.
and whatnot. But we'll show you guys.
And they don't really fit very well either.
They don't. They
We've
really
seen a
bad.
few.
So Paul's got the header bolts off there. You also have this connection. That guy. Oh no, you don't.
No, it goes to the head.
That's right. So now Paul's gonna take these bolts off here. And something to keep in mind with the stock pipe and with our pipe, you've got 2 connection points here on the case. It's really common.
I
with
see
bikes.
a lot of exhausts that people, and this isn't specific to the Navi. I see a lot of people run
Ruckuses, UI6s.
UI6, Zumas. It doesn't really matter. A lot of people will run one exhaust bolt, or they'll snap the ear off the case, or they'll only run one bolt, and it causes issues, especially with the head studs, because the head studs even on these are pretty small. It's M6, M7.
And all your weight is back here, and you've got one bolt down there, so it's just going to make itself loose and come out. I mean, I don't know how many times I've seen that
exhaust break or fall off.
Yeah,
or
that
bend.
breaks off, or that breaks off that aluminum. You're gonna always have problems with your pipe.
Or if you're running one bolt and you drop your bike, it's all the force is going
Yep.
to this one ear. And it's cast aluminum, it's very brittle.
Yeah. So keep in mind, just our pipes, we tried really hard to keep the price down. They're $279, fully stainless. And yes, you can bolt on one from Amazon. They look terrible. They're way down here. They're not made.
Well.
They're not made for this bike. These are made specifically for this bike. They're just, you get what you pay for. And like I said, we're gonna do a video on that as well, because I see a lot of people saying they fit great. And
I feel like we got a pretty good value price point too.
yeah.
May not be the cheapest exhaust out there, but I feel like it's the best value.
Yeah,
Sure.
well, because the Vance, we sold those, and at probably, I don't know how, what do you think, 70% of them broke? Probably.
Right.
And then the replacements broke too.
The replacements were breaking.
So yeah, you got your 2 mounting
This
points
thing's heavy,
here.
too. We'll have to
yeah.
do a weight
Oh, we should,
comparison.
actually.
Um,
So those Vances, what are they, 250 or something like that?
I think I saw the cheapest I saw, and it was from a Jeep store. That I think there's a Jeep store drop shipping parts, like just drop shipping everything.
Yeah.
And they're selling them for I think $239.
And they're probably just trying to get rid of them because,
I think Vans
Yeah.
is, yeah.
and then the Yoshis are
$499.
for $500 for a
500.
Yoshi, 2 something for a Vance that has been proven to break, and the replacements break,
And they're black.
or
and they're
$279.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or the baffles were breaking. The
Yep.
headers were breaking.
They were just, it was one after another.
There's
So
a lot of pieces too.
yeah, so we don't sell them anymore for that reason. But as you see here, guys, 2 mounts, and obviously you get your most strength out of a triangle. If you mount, your mount comes off like this, holding onto the pipe. It's just over time, it's just going to shake around. You're going to screw up these threads here. You're going to bust off this tab, or it's all going to come loose. When that happens, all the stress goes on your cylinder head, and you'll probably end up breaking those studs. And once you do that, it's not fun. And Paul said the GY6 ones, you got to trim the plastics too.
Potentially.
Yeah. So here's our mount.
Here's our mount.
Super thick. She's real thick, just like Paul likes them. Thick and sturdy, strong, hefty, girthy.
Pog, P-A-W-G. Fat white girls.
So Paul pulled the
This
OEM
is
ring
OEM
out.
one. Sometimes they come off with the exhaust.
Yep. So this is either going to be sitting on your pipe when you pull it out, or it's going to be stuck in the head. Make sure you pull this guy
I
out.
grabbed it with my finger.
Yep.
That's why my finger's dirty.
Dirty finger, and then you've got a copper
Copper
gasket here. So
copper fiberglass kind of.
you can, if you want, put like Procure on that if you want to make it kind of
Yeah.
sticky to keep it in place, but
That's
not
kind of
required.
optional. It's
Yeah.
not definitely not required for exhaust.
So he's got the pipe off. Do you want to measure these real quick? The weight?
Wait.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, I guess we could do it after because
We have more of these.
yeah. This is
Because the bracket's already.
wow,
fixed. It's-
dude. I bet you this is like 15 pounds. Let me ask John. Well, no, I'm watching Paul here. So I'll get this side here.
Stick the gasket on.
So this part's kind of a pain in the butt. This is probably the most difficult part, and it's not really that difficult, but getting that gasket on. Oh. Paul, your fingers are so strong.
Struggling.
Struggle bus over here.
Short bus. That's what it is.
Yeah. So you can see.
It's a very good tight fit. Once you get it on there,
Yeah.
though, it's not gonna move.
So Paul's got the gasket on there, and now he's gonna weasel the
Oh,
pipe. Now Paul's kind of weaseling the pipe in here. Have you been helped yet? Okay, give me a second here.
I was waiting for you.
All right, Paul's got this thing roughly in place.
We're interrupted.
Yeah, I got interrupted, so rudely interrupted. So as you can see, get the light in here.
Ah, shit. Hold on.
So like I said, this is kind of the most difficult part here. Paul trying to find the hole.
Hold on. No, I'm doing this top one first.
Do the top ones first.
I'm just gonna get one and kind of support it.
So you have two threaded holes on the back of that exhaust, and you're gonna take those stainless, these guys here, these small stainless Allen. What are these, 5s? 4 millimeters. So 4 millimeter Allens you need for that. And make sure that once you run it, get everything on, and get it tight.
Check
sucked up,
everything.
recheck it. Yeah. You could probably use some maybe blue thread lock, but I would personally just check them. Yeah. Just check them every once in a while. Once they're good, then they're typically good. But
I think I'm gonna do the header first. Change my mind.
Header first, change your mind.
Hey, you want to sell the truck? Get these in.
You don't want to strip these studs out. You want to be careful. So make sure they spin on by hand first. So just go in there with
let's get them nice and snug, just finger snug.
Yeah, finger snug. He said. So he's got those guys finger snug. Now he's gonna go ahead and pop these bolts on here.
I'm gonna loosen these a little bit. These ones, you may have an easier time getting these on before putting the bracket on, but
yeah, I mean you could in theory. There's a few different ways to do it, but you just have a total of 6 different bolts or 6 attachment points, I guess. Yeah. See, he's got those are loose still, so everything's just kind of loose on there. Also, you get both those guys snug, and then go back over and just kind of re-tighten everything down. A few other items while he's tightening those bolts down that are often purchased is you have your EGR block-off plate. And I'll show you guys where that goes. Our block-off plate comes with a gasket and Allen's. When you take your exhaust off, you're going to have, or there's a hose on that side, and I'll show you guys, but your EGR plate is, oh, I always struggle to find this puppy. Right there. So if you want to get rid of that pipe that goes to the exhaust over there, you want to make sure you buy that EGR plate. It's not required, but that's a commonly purchased item. And okay. Paul's gonna go ahead and snug these puppies up.
We're gonna do the head first. It's kind of, it's not tight, but it's snug. So these head bolts, get in there. What's wrong with it? Get one, just a little tight. Get the other one.
If you guys do use Procure to make that, to get that gas,
you're gonna want to let it sit for a few hours at least.
Well, you can see your eyeball right through there. And these gaskets are going to compress a little bit. Any new gasket is always going to compress. So you're going to want to make sure that's vital to check that. Okay.
Make sure to tighten it first.
Yep.
Tighten the head first, and then I'm gonna just get these side bolts. It's nice having these slotted holes because you can see you can get this. You can kind of lift the exhaust a little bit and take some stress off of the header.
When you tighten one thing and then you tighten one thing completely, then you work your way back, then you're going to put added stress here or here.
I do want to get these ones pretty tight.
Yeah, that's nice.
And this one, these ones are kind of a pain without having these sockets.
Get a couple of pictures actually. All right, so Paul's got those guys snug. This pipe doesn't affect your guys' passenger pegs.
I don't think it will affect turn signals at all.
No. But
you do also lose this fender mount. So with airbox delete as well, you probably want to delete this fender.
Yeah. Even though it's honestly would probably be fine, but also there's no trimming required. It
very
clears the motor. It's a really tight fit and it just kind of has to be that way. But you got plenty of room here. You can access this side cover as well. Yeah, so that's how it fits there. This is a stock height bike. We'll fire it up, make sure it doesn't leak. And also, as we were saying earlier, a few other things purchased. The vent, and then you have a little mini air filter. If you end up doing a air box delete and do a pod, that you'll want that guy. And then we have a Navi jet kit, which is a full variety of mains and a pilot.
I don't know if you'd necessarily need to jet it with just the pipe.
You may not.
With pipe and intake, you 100% need to jet this scooter.
If you just a pipe, like Paul was saying, you may not need a jet. I think it's good to
Let's see how
have.
this one runs.
We just spoke with one person who did not have to change his pilot. He's going up on his main a little bit, but again, like if you plan on modifying it, doing work to it, these are kind of our most common sellers as far as when it comes to like intake and exhaust and whatnot. But that's a really good kit to have. Yeah, we'll go ahead and fire it up, get a sound check, make sure there's no leaks.
Take it for a ride.
All right, Paul got her throttle fixed, way better. You don't want to have a ton of slop in there. Slap works too, actually. But yeah, that's our billet throttle body, quick throttle. So, you ready? Are you able to harness such power, Paul? Yeah? Okay. I like the fact it's not obnoxious at idle. It sounds really good at idle.
I kind of wish it was louder.
You wish it was louder? All right, get on your horse, bro. Get on your... This is your steed.
It's not mine.
It's your steed. It's your borrowed steed. Got the bike? All right. So before this GoPro dies, well, it's probably going to die any second now. Got some lunch. Gonna pull over, get some pictures. But you guys kind of have an idea of how it sounds, I feel. It's honestly like, you son of a... yeah. You have an idea what it sounds like. Super, it's not offensive. Oh, watch out. Dude almost ran me over. Johnson Creek. They'll run you over, man. They don't even care out here. Drive by. That's just cruising, not much throttle. Not annoying at all to ride.
Sounds like a stock Sierra 110.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I mean, honestly, this bike is louder. There you guys have it. We just did a little lunch ride. It's not even obnoxious in any way, shape, or form. If you live in an apartment or something like that, I don't think it's going to be a problem. It's really quiet, really quiet on the street. You can barely hear it over other cars. So, yeah, if you guys got any questions, post them down below. But sold right here in Oregon, S23. We test our stuff, and yeah, give it a go. It's a pretty sweet product for the money. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and download the app if you don't have it already.
Not offer service for scooters anymore.
You don't?
No. We just sell parts.
Okay, you guys should change your ad.
What? He's hang up on you?
Yeah.
Give me the phone. Let's call him back. He hung up because we wouldn't work on his fairings that flew off his bike, right?
Oh, bearings. Wheel bearings.
Wheel bearings.
That's not that. That's all of it, I think.
The guy was like, there should be one more box here, but they'll probably go tomorrow.
Oh, maybe then.